And now, ladies and gentlemen, the Webby-nominated podcast featuring Choey and Jandler.
Powered by Riverside FM.
Me. The sassy shepherd struggles with syphilis. The sassy shepherd struggles with syphilis. Syphilis. Ma. I would like an Arnold Palmer at the omelet parlor.
Powered by Riverside FM.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, teachers of all ages, welcome to the Fun Time Super Terrific Happy Hour. Welcome, Jandler.
Welcome, Choey. I was laughing like that. I don't know how that intro sound came in for you, Ursai, but for mine, 9 seconds, it was a little up and down, right? I was just like, oh, it was a little laggy. Like, what's going on here? But
it echoed on my side, so like you hear like a and then it would like and so it was like all back in.
Is it because you got the? It's because you got the AirPods in? No, because you've done that before.
Oh no! I mean, normally it's not like that.
Yeah.
I was doing the little head bob, and then I was like, "Oh, I'm in the parking lot. I don't want anybody like." They're like I haven't. Is he having a seizure? What's going on over there?
Dude, I can't remember if I ever told you this. But, you know, like there's actually been quite a few shows that I've liked this season, like on sitcoms. It's been a while since I've liked more than one. But there was an episode, this last episode of the season for The Paper, and season 2 is coming out in September. It got renewed. This guy, like, basically there's paper. They're at this award show. This guy has this rabbit's foot in his pocket, the editor, and he's rubbing the rabbit's foot, right? But it looks for a minute like he's whacking it. And this guy looks like, oh my god, like, because he was just like, it was just crazy. But all right,
we were joking because we have this like watch challenge or the walk challenge or step challenge, whatever the heck you want to call it, at work.
Yeah.
And I was like, there's probably some people at meetings and they're doing this or they're doing that. And I did that. And I was like, oh, maybe not that one. The lady was like, yeah, hopefully not that one. I was like, you knew what I meant.
Yeah, you knew exactly what I meant. All right, dude. Quickly roll into the holidays, sir.
Here are today's effing holidays.
All right. First off, we're in May. You know,
It's gonna be May.
Last month of the quote unquote season, right? I like that. No one's ever done that with the old NSYNC version.
Not on this show.
Not on this show. Well, first off, today is May Day. May Day ushers in a traditional celebration of flowers, spring, and many ancient calendars. May 1st welcomed the first day of summer, which was truly a cause for celebration. # May Day. Is that why I thought it was April showers, right? That rains, right?
April showers bring May flowers.
Yeah, it's true.
There's
an double ejection there. At this point right now, it's 72-22, and the Knicks lost Mitch Robinson, and the Hawks lost Dyson Daniels. And honestly, like, that's kind of one of the weaker fights I've ever seen. So,
I think the Hawks guy was probably. The Hawks guy was like, hey, man, how about you do me a solid? I'll pay your fine. Let's just fight so I can get ejected and get out of this embarrassing loss.
It could be. I think what's more embarrassing is the people that were trying to break it up that ended up on the ground. It's like they almost got run over.
So, like, if you're down by 50 points in a basketball game, realistically, you could just, as the team that's up, they could just dribble across half court and then hold the ball and just do a 24-second violation for the rest of the game, and you probably wouldn't catch up and win.
Probably. Probably one of the ugliest games ever. Like, oh, we won, but we only scored like 80 points.
Like, we didn't want to embarrass them that much.
Hawks hit a 3-pointer. Coming back, dude.
Don't call it a comeback. They've been there for years.
It's also School Lunch Hero Day. The first Friday in May is School Lunch Hero Day, dedicated to those men and women who make the cafeterias in the schools a better place to be. What was your favorite school lunch? Choey, was it Sloppy Joe's? Sloppy Choey's?
Sloppy Joe. I'm like, I'm gonna make those for my house one day. No, I tell you what, and it would have been pizza now too, especially. But I always liked the pizza because it was like I just felt like the pizza was good, and then the hamburgers. But like the nowadays pizza, I feel like it's better looking than the old school pizzas.
Oh, they had the old school pizza looked terrible, when they had like the little 2 centimeter inch like pepperonis or 2 millimeter, like it was like small, tiny,
Yeah, like they were like
square pizzas.
top pepperoni bits.
Yeah.
Pepperoni bits, and it was like a sheet cake of pizza that they just like kind of cut and just kind of flopped on there.
Hey, get your
But those were
get your favorite food taken, because we kind of, people that got to missed it last episode, because it didn't come. Remember your favorite food
the
on
corn
a stick?
dog.
Yeah,
The corn dog.
dogs.
Yes, because but like we both agreed though.
Yeah,
The stick is problematic, and so like most of the time I would just pull the stick out
yeah.
because too many times I bit in, and the thing is we're getting this is too much analysis into the corn dog versus my life. I've broken down the reason why I love the corn dog the way I like it, and then they're like, well, but what about like how about your relationship with your wife? It's like, I'm not talking about that. Let's not get into like the easy stuff.
You got like this Zapruder film, like there's a second corn dog guy vendor on the on the street or whatever.
I'm all like, let's pull down like a little like a sheet and like, can we cue the projector real quick? I've got a PowerPoint.
We go to your house, you got like these corn dogs with like this string like on the wall, like the tack
like,
board or whatever.
I've got art. I've got like corn dog art. Like some people have Picasso. I've got like corn dog dipped in like honey mustard or something weird.
So I mean, I've cut you off. What is your analysis of the corn dog?
Well, dude, like so, like you got the stick, and like I feel like if you bite into the stick and it's like on the flat, like the flat end, it's like inconvenient.
Yeah.
But if you bite into it and it's like the like up down like long ways,
yeah,
like that's caused like some serious like I'm like dude, that hurts, and like it hurts my teeth kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
And so like to avoid that issue, it's just like as soon as the corn dog's cool enough to pull it off the stick and eat it like that.
But I think they make some kind of stuff in the frozen food out now where you can get mini corn dogs and there's no stick. It's just
those are amazing too.
Yeah. Well, I told you when we were talking about it last episode that unfortunately didn't make the recording, even though we did it. They have like some breakfast, like I'm gonna call them breakfast corn dogs, but they're not corn dogs. It's like pancake and sausage, but on a stick. And I'm like, oh, okay. No.
Those are good. I feel like it's, I don't know. Sometimes it does a disservice to the corny dogs.
You're right.
Good old corny doggies.
All right, and you're like, enough corn dog talk. By the way, this last holiday was for you. School Principals Day. School Principals Day on May 1st is your reminder to take time today and say thank you to the educational leaders who are leaders of leaders who look after your children every day. After all, they guide academic success and set the tone for an entire school. Hashtag School Principals Day. And I also thought it was Teacher Appreciation Week. That is next week. I was like, oops. We're celebrating it a week. That's the only holiday we're going to celebrate next week, just so you know.
Teacher Appreciation Week?
Yeah, like nothing else exists.
You're like, it's a whole week, people. It's a whole week. So I'm trying to find what slide we're on, and like I got stuck on the March Madness pictures again. I was like, oh hey. I'm like, hello, ladies. How are y'all doing again?
I could.
How about
hey.
every March Madness, we're just gonna do that over and over. Be like, what? She won again? No way.
All right, real quick, moving on to headlines.
It's time for this week's edition of Choey and Jandler's headlines. Yay! Hooray!
My teaching partner, my collab teaching partner, she likes she's got that sound down too. She's like, yay, hooray. You see?
Yay, hooray.
Makes her laugh. All right, first headline probably won't be as intense as our corn dog talk. I learned last week, not that I was really shocked about it, but probably should outlaw nerds as a classroom snack, just because a kid had a full nerds box and like, some kids, we may have done it, I don't remember, but you have it standing up on the the thin end, I guess you'd say, so it doesn't take much to fall. And thing was pretty full, fell half the box, just then in true 2026 typical fashion, the kid just kind of looks like, hey, there's there's candy on the floor. And then we had to be like, clean it up, dude. Don't just stare at it. Get a room. Yeah. Maybe if I leave it there, someone will get it,
Just like looks at you to see if you're looking, and then it's like, what happened here? Like, you happened. You did it. I saw you.
Oh, hey, dude, my next headline, by the way, I joked with my teachers. I was like, we should get Mythbusters out here to prove it. I forget what day it was this week, but when the kids comes by wearing one shoe, right? I was like, hey, where's your shoe? He's like, I was running and it came off and it ended up on top of the portable. And I was like, what? I was like, you're running and the shoe just popped off. And then now, I will say this kid, you know how you got those kids, no offense to him, that seem kind of lost, right? And so you're like, well, I guess that could happen to someone like him, but everybody else, you're like, no. But I was just like, feel like you had it untied and you were kind of flinching your foot or whatever, right? But dude, it went all the way up on the roof. And I had to make, like, one of my teaching partners, we have a radio, right? And so I had to make a call. And she's like, you do it. She's like, I don't even know what to say. And I was just like, it's like, the office, this is Mr. Bing. And they came back and I was like, yeah, one of my students' shoe is on a portable. Can I get a custodian when we get an opportunity? And I don't know what happened. My cloud partner ended up just being like, I'm going to go do it. She got a ladder and I guess it sounded like the story she was telling me is that the custodian was a little scared to get up there or something.
Well,
she's like, whatever.
Okay. I don't know. Children are fun with the stories that they come up with sometimes, where you're like, do you run that through, like, in like troubleshoot that and rough draft that to kind of see like how stupid your story sounds and how absolutely unbelievable that story. I was just running and it flew off and somehow went 15, 20 feet up in the air, all the way up on the roof.
I was like,
you're all
in my head. I was like, I don't know if that's possible, like that.
You're like, Mr. Bing has seen you run, kid. You're not that fast, so there's no way at all.
I told one of my teachers, I was like, that should be like a science experiment for you. Prove it. Prove like what the force, what force is needed to get the shoe to go that high in the air. And then you're like, yeah, you probably were trying your best or whatever. Last headline, I just walked away from it, so I forgot what it was. Oh, I know what it was. So one of my students, this happened yesterday. He got mad at one student was instigating stuff, right? And he got mad, but and retaliated by hands on and stuff, right? Except this kid chose to hit and kick a different person, like a person that didn't even do anything. It was just kind of like in the area. And I asked the kid, I was like, what happened? He's like, well, sometimes my brain just doesn't react or doesn't realize what's going on. And I'm like, huh. I was like, okay. That's like, again, one of those doesn't really quite smell right. It doesn't pass the smell test here. But
I bet you he's best friends with that kid that somehow lost his shoe up on the thing, though.
Yeah, they hang out together. They're gonna be doing a podcast here in about 20 years.
They're like, I don't know, officer, how the drug got in our car. I was just trying to get my shoe down from the top of the gas station because somehow it got up there. And then Billy got mad because his mom told him something 3 hours ago, and then he punched the gas station attendant. I don't know.
That every time the Hawks get like 2 points, just 3 points, Knicks come right back and score again. You're like, oh, can't even get it to, like, I don't think that for the Hawks to win, there'd need to be like an epic collapse, right, for the Knicks. But part of me just wants to be like, hey, can you lose in a respectable fashion? Can you, I don't know, claw within 15?
I'm like, is there a mercy rule in the NBA? Does that happen? Because it should.
They were down 40 to 15 after the first quarter, and I'm like, oh, it's like, well, you're only down by 25. If you get some stuff here and there, right? You can slowly get back into it. But and then the next thing you know, they were 25 points. That was nothing. Now we're down by even more. But what were your headlines for this week,
biggest
dude?
Loss.
Dude, any headlines you got this week?
No, I mean, not really like a headline. It's just like a typical trend, man. I got like a lot of our higher ed students think that college is like a right and everybody deserves to graduate from college, and they get so their mind is just blown when you're like, that's not what we do here, and they're like, well, but I'm not passing my class, and it's
I'm
like
paying you to print my certificate, my diploma. Come on, man.
no, it's like I mean, you're failing. I like so many days. Like I just want to be like, well, you're not passing because you're obviously not smart enough to get that class, man. So what do you want me to? I don't.
What?
But like, if they can't put two and two together like that, then me explaining it to them anyway, it's going right over the top of their head anyway too.
When's the semester end?
Finals start next Thursday.
Okay.
And then run for like a week, like Thursday through Tuesday. And then graduation's like I think the 18th or whatever for the spring. So
and then like you said, you'll be working through the summer, even though like no one is really going to be there.
Yeah, unless I get picked up by one of them school districts that I'm trying to talk with. So we'll see. Fingers crossed.
All right.
Fingers crossed.
All right, dude. I'm gonna roll it on over to the break. Is that cool?
Let's roll it.
Roll it. Yeah, roll like a
roll
doobie.
It, pat it, mark it with a B.
Yeah.
We say pros come bait, cheers mate, and cheers mate again, or simply cheers. Sometimes it's auto sunny, other times it's cheers up. You effing hoes up. We also say sade, salute, saluti, otage, skull, let's all say. Now's that roge in the Russian way in Vietnam. We shout out yo, walugi wow wow, make South Africa glow. In Portugal, it's a solid soul, and but more. Ukraine's here to stay, Taiwan says compare, drink it down with pride. Then someone slams the table, next round they cried. In Thailand we clink and shout out Chong. Then back to the bar till the liquor's gone. For Jamaica it's allowed, your mom. No matter the place, we drink till dawn. In Israel they shout L'chaim with cheer. Bangladesh says joy, hope, raise your beer. Poland sings Nazdrovie with pride. Lithuania says Swaikato worldwide. In India we say cheer, or badai ho if you're bold. Hungary says Ega Shedder, Dre don't go too slow. New Caledonia joins in with Vala Votra, let it flow. From Ghana it's Akpatesi, let the good times roll. And Serbia shout Jivali from the soul. In Morocco we cry Bisaha with flair. Ecuador says salute, fiesta everywhere. And in Finland we say kippis, raise your beer in the air. Argentina shout salute, tango feet hit the floor. Chile echo salute, one more round to pour. Hong Kong yells yum, sing, skyscraper lights ignite. Bahrain calls Yaish, desert drinks at night. Jordan cheers, Fiji tack, ancient stones look on. Iraq says say hi, we keep the party strong. Malaysia smiles, minimum street food, midnight swirl. Singapore roars yum, saying cheers around the world. That's how Choey and Jandler cheers around the world. Cheers, cheers. Around the world, different languages, same sentiment. Raising our glasses to friendship and joy. Cheers, cheers around the world. Cheers, cheers around the world. Laughing loud with every boy and girl. From dive bars to rooftops unfurled. That's how we toast around the world. Yeah, that's how we toast around the world. First stop Germany where the bratwurst is hot. Raise a stein of England, tea and culture on the spot. South Korea's got the K-pop beats. Russia's winter snow makes the world feel sweet. Canada, maple leaf pride. The Philippines islands where beauty resides. Hungary's rich with paprika heat. Egeshedder makes the cheers complete. India spices and festivals bloom. Badai-ho echoes from rooftop to room. Thailand's flavors make our senses swoon. We shout out Chon under a bright full moon. Taiwan they shout compare with might. Then toast to joy well into the night. New Caledonia where the waters gleam. Malavotra we toast by the coral stream. And Ghana's drums beat strong and free. Akpateshi rings out in unity. Yeah. Salute pros campe, hey, raise it high in every way. From neon streets to desert skies, we toast beneath the same moonrise. Shivali kip is chon tonight, laughing loud till morning light. Choey yells another round, Chandler spills it on the ground.
Hi there. I'm here to help Choey and Jandler to read an advertisement for buyblacket.com. Please shop buyblacket.com. Are you looking for unique gifts at unbeatable prices? Then look no further. Buyblacket.com has quality merchandise for everyone on your list, from gifts for cat and dog lovers to American fans, beer enthusiasts, and even Jesus lovers. As for teachers, we didn't forget about you. Please don't miss our funny attire to brighten up your classroom. So bring a smile to your loved ones' faces and shop buyblacket.com today. Tell them Choey and Jandler sent you.
Hi there, Ryan Reynolds here on behalf of my friends Choey and Jandler. You may know me from movies where I either save the world or ruin Thanksgiving. But today, folks, I'm not here to sell you cologne, crypto, or questionable NFTs. I'm actually here to tell you about Fish.audio. This isn't really me talking right now. This is my voice, made by Fish.audio, which frankly is terrifying. It sounds exactly like me, and trust me, I've heard my voice in 87 trailers. This is better. Whether you're a podcaster with a potato microphone, a game developer building an army of space dolphins, or just lonely and want a perfect Morgan Freeman to read your grocery list out loud to you, Fish.audio has you covered. Fish.audio is easily one of the best voice generation platforms I have ever used, which is saying something, because I've done voiceover for a toothpaste brand in 4 languages I don't even speak. And speaking of that, Fish.audio is cross-lingual, which means it supports 13 different languages. Their amazing program also allows you to clone voices. Fish.audio make your voice legendary, or at least make my voice say weird things. I legally can't stop you either way.
Hope that all went through so you can hear us joking.
No, it did. It just, you hear like the repeat, like the little slight, like 1 second delay. It was like
is the only echo you're
like,
hearing is from the sound effects?
Yeah.
Okay. That's weird.
That's why I'm like, oh, what's going on? I'm like, what's going on with this stuff?
We're like, everything else is great, but we got an echo. They're like, we're in an auditorium surrounded by aluminum siding or something, you know?
I'm like, these sound effects are making me go insane.
Hey, speaking of like a echo, not echo type. Well, yeah, echo type. But this is a headline type thing. One of our students with autism apparently loves the what do they call it? The stimuli in the bathroom, being like the echoes. And so I guess she just likes going in there and just making loud noises and hearing the sound back and bounce back and stuff. It's hard to get her out of the bathroom, apparently. You know.
When I thought the child was perhaps a boy, I was like, yeah, a lot of us like the stimulation that we can potentially have in the restroom. I'm like, oh, okay, it's a girl. Never mind, we're good. Not as many toys.
Just all right, dude. We're gonna second half here. It'll be short and Swedish, right? You know, I would tell you this. Yeah. Oh, I like how you caught on to that. I was thinking about it yesterday. I hope you're chopping Choey here, that how we end on our high note is what you were telling me about, because I was like, I could keep talking about that too. I was like, the whole episode, dude, some fan got run over and holding his knee on the sideline. Sorry. I look like a rapper too in Atlanta. Hope he's all right. Oh.
That sucks.
Oh my gosh. He's still on the ground. Get the guy a medic. What if they cart him off, you know? Pull up that Madden card. All right. Anyway, I'll start off with a little. I put it here as Truth Files, but it's going to be like, you know, story time with Jandler, right? Or just it's really more of a. Actually, no, it's not Truth Files. This is a teachable moment. With Jandler Bing. All right. Real fire drills for parents, adults that have never been a teacher surrounded by kids, or just people that are trying to get into this profession. I don't know what it is, man, about every time there's a fire drill, kids start acting like silly as hell, like it can be, like they're like scream for like a couple seconds. We had a fire drill today, right?
I hate when they do that too.
And we had a fire drill, like, dude, I was actually gonna talk about this like last month, right? Because I wrote some stuff for myself. I don't know what it is about these fire drills. You know, like last time we had a fire drill, They scream for like about 10 seconds, and I have to get loud, like, line up, boys and girls. And then we go outside, and I got like kids picking flowers, right? You know, messing with ants, like just kicking ant piles, acting like it's no big deal. Today, we kind of got the heads up that it was going to happen because, you know, some of our collab kids need like, you know, the headphones or whatever, right? Or the sound protection. And so, and it was going to be right when we were rotating, like to our last group. So I was like, hey, do y'all want to wait until after? And they're like, yeah, okay. Well, it didn't happen right at the time we thought it was. It kind of waited like 6 extra minutes. And so then we were just like, is it going to happen? And so I was like, well, I'm gonna start lining up my kids. And as soon as I did that, it went off. And so all my kids had the backpacks on. But no, like it's just crazy. I wish people could just see it. Like, it's just, obviously it's chaos. And you're just like, I hope no fire ever really happens, because it may be dangerous, you know, the way some of these kids act, man. It's like, they act like it's no big deal.
Well, I think I told you too, like the one, like drill, I don't know how many drills, I guess at least 100 or more than 100 over my course and being in, and drills always were crap because everybody knows it's a drill, so they don't take it seriously. And the one time, like, I thought it might have been a real fire because, like, the kid had pulled the thing and we didn't realize it was a kid pulled it. Like, people were kind of coming out like, is this a drill or is it real or what's going on? I'm like, dude, if it was real, is this how you would react? Like, hey, is it really on fire? Like, what do we do right now? I don't know. What we've practiced for years. Line up and get outside.
I've had, I can't remember who it was, but I've had people ask, like, I think it was adults at one of my previous schools or something. That would have been last school, maybe. But anyway, they asked, like, why we practice. Like, what do you mean, why do we practice? Because I was like, because before we had fire drills, like, I don't know, 150 years ago or whatever, the first couple of fires, people just panicked, and, like, half people can't get out because everyone's, like, mobbing the doors. Like, the whole thing is to try and be safe, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, we practice this to try and be safe if it ever did really happen. But I know I told you, like, about a year ago, we had a dog get on the playground, and it took us, like, I just blew the whistle. I was like, hey guys, we're going to the gym. We're still playing recess. We're going to the gym. So many kids are like, why are you blowing the whistle? We just got out here. I'm just like, oh my gosh. If this would have been like something real, like a shooter, heaven forbid, I was like, I told the teachers, like, we're all dead. Because, like, the kids are just arguing with us. And they're like, get inside. If there was a snake on the playground, like a rattlesnake, so many kids would, I probably would have been the one bitten, because these kids just, they don't listen, and I have to get in between them.
I know, like, we already established that both of you and I are very, like, skittish around snakes. I'd probably be like, push them. I contribute too much to society. Let you bite that kid. He don't do nothing.
You're like George from Seinfeld. Snake! Snake!
I'll be like, oh, this kid doesn't do his homework. Push him. You're a sacrifice. We'll put a statue in your name, and this is the best thing that'll happen to me.
You're like, hey, I'm going to get help, little Johnny. Just make sure you have lots of exaggerated movements and screaming. That'll keep you safe. Bang the bell. Just stomp your feet, clap a lot.
Do you ever do like the fire drill? Do you ever have the people where they're like, hey, and they would do the simulated fire because they would say, and they're blocking your exit. And you're like, we're fire. Where are you gonna go now? And it's like, seriously?
No, I've never had that.
All right, kids, turn around and go. Yeah, we would. Like, they started doing that probably the last 5 years that I was in the first school district I was in, and they're like, hey, so like we're gonna start doing it to where like you have to go your alternate exit, and it's like, and then my thing is, and I get you want to kind of instill the thought, don't panic in case there's fire, but I like nobody's going. You know what I mean? If you're walking down your primary exit and you see a flame, you're not gonna be like, well, this is the way I'm supposed to go first. Let me just keep going, power through the flame. You're just gonna go the other way, like
run towards the heat. I just realized as you're talking, I'm in the same problem again as I've been before, where I'm right at the corner of a hallway, and so when it's like trying to get kids to leave. I mean, again, I'm always like the last one out because I'm just trying to get the kid. There's still always kids that are just dragging their feet, and there's a corner there, so we just like split apart, man. It's like some kids are like, I never know what happens to class until I get outside, right? Because I'm just always like, come on, kids, the ones in the back, but so. All right, dude, let's move on to the happy notes of Shopping with Choey. Woo!
So yeah, dude, like, and you and I have discussed before, like me being a Cowboys fan and a Spurs fan, I've been fortunate to see 3 Super Bowls in my lifetime, and all 5 like Spurs championships. Cool, and like you sometimes get in that mindset of, well, especially when it's happening frequent enough to where you're like, oh, okay, another ring, all right, sweet, here you go. That when you don't have it, you're like, oh man, we haven't had a championship in forever. People need to realize, like, there's a decent amount of football teams that have never been to the Super Bowl or haven't even been in the Super Bowl, and half the league in the NFL hasn't been to, like, even played in the Super Bowl since the last time the Cowboys did it. So even though it's been 30 years, half the league hasn't even been in a Super Bowl since the Cowboys either. So it is what it is. But with the Spurs, like, what, it was 7 years ago was the last time they won a playoff game, is what everybody says?
Yeah.
Something like that.
And we won
12 years ago since we had a championship, because I think 14 was the last time.
Yeah.
But when, like, it blew my mind on Sunday when they won. Now, granted, it was exciting that they won the way that they came back and won. Like, I will give you that. It was exciting the way they came back and they won, and they like woo, like, you came back. We weren't sure, like, it was gonna be tied, and or like gonna be 2-2, gonna go to Game 7 or Game 6, Game 7. But to celebrate the way that the city was doing, where like they're going down the street honking horns, and there's just traffic for no other reason other than to get out on the street and drive with it. Like, just, you don't know these people. You don't know them. Like, it's not that big. You don't have to be there. There were people popping fireworks.
It'd been really cool. They were like champagne showers on the side of the road, like beer shower, like popping corks.
With people driving down Military, and their kids standing out of the sunroof, and the kids like, yeah. And it's like, you won Game 3. You won Game 4 of a best of 7 series. Like,
they posted on Facebook, or I saw it. Someone like had reposted it on Facebook, but if they were like before Game 5, like if Spurs win, Commerce Street's going to be shut down because they expected like a big celebration. I forgot you're right. You were talking about the traffic related to sports. I was just like, because after we had that talk, I got stuck in traffic a couple times, and I'm like, oh, this is annoying, right? Sometimes, what? Thanks for my brain. You were talking about your analysis of the corn dog, right?
Yeah.
I have sat in traffic enough in my life where I've analyzed, in my mind, there's 3 reasons ever you have traffic, right? One, there's an accident, and you get that, right? Another one is the lanes shut down because they're doing construction. And the third, but then there's this third one, and this one always annoys me. I was like, there's always some, it's just some numbnut that's going super slow, and it just bottles everybody else down. Like, you're doing 10 miles below the speed limit at traffic time. Everyone's getting off work, and you affect everybody. It's like accidents. I get it's frustrating, but you hope people are safe. Construction's annoying, but you get it. Okay, we're down a lane or 2. But when there's just someone that just can't drive the speed limit, and they're like, you're affecting 50,000 cars. Well, not that. You know what I mean? That's being exaggerated. But when you're affecting so many people because you don't want to go the speed limit, that's when I get crazy.
Dude, like, especially when it's like you're going the speed limit or a little bit under, and everybody else and their mom is going a little bit faster. And it's like, just move. You're not the cops. Move out of the left lane. Move over. It's okay. It's 70. You're going 70. Congratulations. I want to go 75. I want to get there a little bit quicker. Get out of my way. And it's like, there again. But what makes me so mad is the ones that are going a little bit slower.
Yeah.
And you're riding their butt. You're like, move over. And they finally move. And when you pass them up, then they get behind you and then they accelerate. And so I don't know how many times coming into town, like I'm going like 75, 80. And there's a dude that's going just slow enough where I can't get around him because the other people in the right lane. And then when I finally get around them, they're going like 65. When I pass them up, all of a sudden they're at 80 miles an hour right behind me. And I'm like,
yeah. Well, I've had the people, I get even annoyed more where, let's say you're behind that person and you're right on their butt and you're like, so you switch lanes, and as soon as you switch lanes, they speed up. They're like, you're not going to, I'm like, you don't want to go a speed limit that's going to let me not run into you, but you're going to hit the accelerator because I'm trying to go around you. I was like,
it's like, just move, man. It's not, there's no shame in it. Let me just go past you and then it's done.
And I've done it. I mean, I've done it before. Actually, there's a lot of times I don't really care about my speed as long as I'm going like traffic flow and I'm not running up onto people. If I'm running up on you, I switch the lane. But there's been times I'm not paying attention to myself and I look at it like, oh man, I'm a little slow. So I get why people go around me. But yeah.
Yeah, but then you recognize and move, not you recognize and then all of a sudden like ride the person's butt that passed you up because you're like, how dare you?
Yeah.
The people that do that, Tracy gets mad. She's like, you shouldn't be like that. And I'm like, I don't care. I don't care at all. Because they start riding my butt like after I've been going like 15 miles, like slowing down, like super slow behind
you
them.
hit the brake or whatever?
Oh yeah. I'm like, what are you gonna do? I'm like, tap me in the back. It's gonna be your fault.
Yeah.
Like, you're not gonna make me be like, oh my god, you're riding my butt. I'm so scared right now. Like you slowed me down by like 10 minutes riding 65 at a 75 mile an hour zone. So kiss my butt.
Yeah, but see, like I said, it gets me is when the people that are doing like the 10 to 15 plus mile hours slower, and I'm like, and then for there's a certain part of me that's like, okay, if they're really old, I get it, maybe like, although I think really old people, I'm starting to be like this, not that old yet, but I don't like driving at night as much as I used to because it's like, man, it's hard. They got the glare and everything, right? But it's like it's like, okay, I get it. You're a little old. You don't want to go like a speed limit, but you're going too slow. But then there's just some people that just, I don't know. I call it like, what are you walking? Like, like, why are you slowing everybody down, man? It's just, I don't know, inconsiderateness. By the way, I know we're getting ready to do the social plug. I was telling one of the teachers what me and you were, even though we didn't get to record it yesterday. Remember how we were talking like, oh, the internet's slow, and we were reminding ourselves, hey, remember back in the day when we were in school, we didn't even care about the internet, and we were like, oh, no big deal. It didn't bother our life. Now we're like, it's 1 second or 2 seconds it lags, and you're like, oh my gosh, this is the worst thing ever. It's amazing how life has changed for us.
It is, dude. Like we were talking about it, like, and I would download like a CD's worth of songs on LimeWire. I would start it like in the morning before I went to school, and then get home and hope all of them had downloaded. And it would really suck too if like one of them like canceled out for some reason. You're like, that's the one I wanted the most.
Yeah.
And then
it's crazy how much life changed.
Now it's like, what? It's lagging by like 2 seconds. Oh, that took so long.
Well, I just remember, like, not only that too is like, okay, so if the internet goes down, since most of the stuff I watch is streaming, right? If there's an internet problem, well, now I'm like, oh, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna watch? Whereas like back in the day, it's like, oh, I still got cable. The cable box was different, But all right, I'm gonna go ahead and go, man.
Is cable even around still?
It's gotta be, but I think it's just, I don't know. I haven't paid for cable in years. I just paid for internet and all these different streaming services. I don't even know if I'm saving money.
It's like, oh, come back to cable. It's only $5 a month, and you get every channel. Oh no, hell no.
I don't know if that's worth it anymore. But all right, folks, we're at that stage of the episode. Hey, by the way, I'm not gonna do it now, but I had these Fiesta facts for last week, and I forgot to read them. So that hopefully I'll remember it next season. Season 5. I already got at least a Fiesta. It's a part.
The Cinco.
Part of Fiesta. So, yeah. Is that what we're gonna call it the whole year?
I don't know.
You're like, it's El Cinco for El Drinkos, right?
Oh, there we go. That'll be the goal. 5 drink minimum per episode.
Yeah. All right, so feel free to follow us, or not feel free. We please love for you to follow us on X and TikTok at Choey and Jan, CHOEY, the letter N, JAN. We're also on Threads and Instagram at Choey and Jan 2, CHOEY, the letter N, JANTOO. Facebook is Jandler Bing, and then Choey's favorite YouTube channel at Jandler Bing 969. Again, just click to subscribe. We love to see the numbers go up a little bit, Dude, I was talking to White Gandalf here before the plug. By the way, I don't know, we had that stretch where we just kept getting all these countries.
Yeah.
Kind of slowed off, at this point. We leveled off a little bit, which is all right because I'm about 20 songs behind on the Cheers song now. It's to the point, though, I'm going to have to rewrite it differently just to kind of shout out to these countries and stuff, because it's if I had those extra 24 to what we're doing already, man, that intro is going to, or that break song is going to be 3.5 minutes, whatever. 3.5 to 4. It's going to be long as can be. And I don't want to be like
do
that. Part 1,
almost
part 2.
A combined. Anybody that's got similar words, we kind of have to be I know it's not the same, but it'll be Mexico, U.S., and Canada say this or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Combo.
I don't know.
For the Middle Eastern people, we say this.
I'm thinking kind of it might be hey, shout out, and just kind of list the countries, hopefully in a rhyming order, and then be here are some things, and then just kind of maybe every couple of countries where you could just say a couple of Cheers words or whatever. I don't know. Like I said, it's something I got to think about this summer because I love the countries, love the song, but I don't want to bore people by having to, listen to Inagata Devita,
It's dude, the episodes is an hour-long episode and 30 minutes is some song about people cheering and Jandler spilling beer.
Yeah. By the way, the Inagata Devita reference, if no one knows, that song was 20 minutes long or so, wasn't it? It's at least double digits.
It was a long one. And the whole
Maybe
thing
12.
is because the guy had a speech impediment, so he couldn't say in the Garden of Eden. So Inagata Devita, baby. It's how messed up were you that you couldn't articulate in the Garden of Eden? Even if you're trying to go through it quickly, in the Garden of Eden, there, done it. You're messed up, but which is weird because he sings with other words in the song. Okay.
Oh, I was hoping they had a ding, so I could be yeah, you, I didn't know that, dude. I learned something. I did not know that's why it was pronounced that way. But good news there. I'm going to pull the plug here.
The train.
Live and loud till morning light. Joey has another round. Chandler spills it on the ground.